What's up everyone, ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I am going to be ranking the 2004 WWE pay-per-views. So, without further ado, let's begin. In last place, we have No Mercy. Yeah, this show sucks. I don't like it whatsoever. In fact, I thought it was pretty boring to watch. Really, the only good matches that I enjoyed were the tag team title match and the cruiserweight match, and that's pretty much it. See, the main event was awful. It had a terrible ending in Heidenreich costing Undertaker the match, which I can't stand Heidenreich. I thought that was a terrible gimmick. Big Show versus Angle wasn't anything special. You had Eddie Guerrero versus Luther Reigns. Seriously, that's the best you can do with Eddie. Give me a break. Booker T versus John Cena was okay. Paul London versus Billy Kidman, I thought was kind of disappointing. I didn't think it was that great. A 6-person tag team match I didn't care about, and yeah, just a very bland show in my opinion. Let's set that over there. Okay. And next up is the Great American Bash, which would have been in last place on a lot of people's list, but not for me. And that is because there are actually quite a few matches that I enjoyed. So I thought the main event was really good. The cruiserweight match was good, and the Fatal 4-Way match was okay. But the rest of the show is horrible. Yeah, this is one of the worst matches in WWE history. I don't know what they were thinking booking this terrible match. Yeah, then the rest of the card is just so bad. You had Kenzo Suzuki, Mordecai, Luther Reigns, Sable. Sheesh. Next up, Vengeance. Now, this is a show that a lot of people like. I did not think this was that great, in my opinion. Really, the only matches that I enjoyed were the main event, Mario versus Kane, and I guess Rhino and Tajiri versus Coachman and Cade, and Victoria versus Molly Holly. The rest I didn't like at all. Now this match, a lot of people love, but I didn't see what was so special. Now don't get me wrong, Randy Orton and Edge are great, but I didn't see what was so special about it. Jericho versus Batista I didn't care for. The tag team title match wasn't anything special, and yeah, I just didn't like this show that much. Next up we have Summerslam. Now, you guys might notice that a match is missing, which is Chris Benoit versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is a great match, but you know why it is not listed on the back cover, so yeah. But no, that was a great match, along with Eddie versus Kurt and the opening tag team match. And the rest of the card is pretty crappy. You had Jay Bello versus Undertaker, which wasn't that great. Triple H versus Eugene, seriously, come on. Matt Hardy versus Kane, which was pretty short. Booker T versus Cena, I didn't really care for it. And the triple threat match, which was pretty disappointing. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. So yeah, one of the more weaker SummerSlams in history. Next up, Bad Blood. Now, this show is pretty low on my list because of this match, the Hell in a Cell match between Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. This went on forever. I think it lasted like 42 minutes or something like that. I didn't think this match was ever going to end. It just went on and on and on and on. Now, don't get me wrong, Triple H and Shawn Michaels are two of my all-time favorites, but yeah, I didn't think this was that good at all. But the rest of the show here, you had Benoit and Kane, which was okay. Orton versus Benjamin, which I thought was match of the night, honestly. The tag team title match was pretty good. Jericho versus Tomko, didn't care for. Eugene versus Jonathan Cushman, I really didn't care for. And the Fatal 4-Way match for the women's title was good. So, yeah. And next up, we have a Smackdown pay-per-view in Judgment Day. Now, this is a show that a lot of people hate on, but I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I mean, it is pretty terrible, but not that terrible. I think what stopped this pay-per-view from being ranked lower on my list is because of this match right here, the main event. This is just iconic for how much Eddie Guerrero bled during this match, which I'm sure you guys have all seen that moment where JBL hit Eddie in the head with the chair, and Eddie bladed, and he kept bleeding on and on and on. Yeah, there was so much blood. This was a great match, though. Let's see, what else did you have? You had John Cena versus Rene Dupree, which was actually really good, shockingly. RVD and Ray versus the Dudley Boys was pretty fun to watch. And yeah, that's it. Taker versus Booker T really wasn't that good. The tag team title match was, it was actually pretty embarrassing because, seriously, these are the best teams you have to fight for the tag team titles. This match should have been for the tag team titles, not this one, but whatever. That sucked, and that sucked. So, yeah, there you go. And next, we have the Royal Rumble. Now, don't get me wrong, the Royal Rumble match itself was very good. I liked it a lot, but, the rest of this card is pretty bad. You had Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly for the WWE title. Seriously. Why in the world is Hardcore Holly getting a title shot? Yeah. Let's see. You had the Dudleys versus Ric Flair and Batista, which I didn't think was that great, and Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in a last man standing match for the title, which I didn't think was that good. I don't know, there's just something about Shawn and Triple H's matches from this time period that just didn't click with me. I don't know what it was. But yeah, I didn't think their matches were that great in comparison to 2002. So, let's see. This match was actually good. Eddie versus Chavo and Ray versus Jamie Noble was good too. So, yeah, not bad, but not great either. A very okay pay-per-view. Next up, we have Survivor Cirrus, and this is an awesome cover, by the way. One of my all-time favorites. I just think it looks so cool. Let's see. So, you had your Survivor Series matches here, which I thought the Raw one was very good. I enjoyed this a lot. The Smackdown one wasn't that great. Basically, Eddie's team squashed Angle's team. The only one eliminated from Eddie's team was Rob Van Dam, which, is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Let's see. versus Christian which was very good, and the Fatal 4-Way Cruiserweight match was very good as well. The rest of this card is not that great. Trish versus Lita ended in a DQ, which, I get why they did it, but come on, it's on Survivor Series, for goodness sakes. Let them have a competitive match. Undertaker versus Iron Rank, who cares? And the main event is JBL versus Booker T. Come on, you can't expect a 5-star match between them. Both guys are great, but yeah, that should not be the main event. Sorry, I have a sniff. And next up is Armageddon, which I don't know why a lot of people hate this show. Now there are some bad matches on here, like Miss Jackie versus Tom Murray, and Dino Peter versus Mike Mizanin. And also the handicap match, but the rest of the show is pretty good, I thought. You had a very good Fatal 4-Way. This match was a lot of fun to watch. John Cena beat the living crap out of Jesus. Like, he beat him to a bloody pulp, actually. And this match was very good, which shocked me a lot. RVD and Ray versus Kenzo and Renee. Yeah, I was pretty surprised by how good this match was and how much I enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely go out of your way to watch this match if you can. And the Cruiserweight title match was good too. It was awesome seeing Funaki winning the title. So yeah, not that bad of a show. I think it's, I guess it would be underrated. I mean, it is kind of bad, but not terrible. Next up we have Taboo Tuesday. And I thought the show was very easy to watch. I actually had pretty fun watching it. Now, once again, I didn't care for this match. But to be fair, Sean was injured, so yeah, that kind of hampered down the match a little bit, but it wasn't bad or anything, but I just didn't like it as much as I thought it would, so yeah. Eugene versus Eric Bischoff was what it was. Randy Orton versus Ric Flair was awesome. That's a very good match. Kane versus Gene Snitsky was okay. I didn't mind it. Jericho versus Benjamin was very good. Christy versus Carmella sucked. That match sucked as well. And this match had very good storytelling. So basically, if you've never seen this show, there was actually a vote to see who would face Triple H in the main event. And that was between Edge, Benoit, and Shawn Michaels, which Shawn Michaels won the vote, and Edge was super pissed about this. And also the people who didn't win the vote had to team up to face La Resistance for the titles. So at the end of this match, Edge turned on Benoit, which led him to turn heel. So yeah, this had very good storytelling, and the match itself was very good too. I can't remember if Benoit won the titles or not. I don't think he did, or maybe he did. I don't know. But yeah, good match though. So yeah, overall a pretty good show, I thought. Not bad at all. Next up we have Backlash, which might surprise people that this is not my number one. But yeah, the show is still good though, but it's not my favorite. You did have some pretty bad matches on the show, like Tajiri vs. Jonathan Coachman, the tag team title match. that's about it. So only 2 matches that were not that good. But the rest was very good though. The rematch was awesome. This match was fantastic. You guys have probably seen this match, so yeah, you know how good this is. This handicap match was a lot of fun to watch. I was a big fan of the storyline between Jericho, Christian, and Trish. I thought that was booked perfectly. Edge vs. Kane was good. Sheldon vs. Flair was okay. And Victoria vs. Lita was good as well. So, yeah, the show was great. Only 2 things for me to complain about. And next up, which might surprise some people, Unforgiven. Honestly, I really can't complain about anything on this show. All these matches here were from okay to great. I thought the main event was very good. Shawn vs. Kane was good. This ladder match was awesome. I love this a lot. Definitely go out of your way to watch this match as well. The tag team title match was fun. Benoit and Regal vs. Batista and Flair was good. And Trish vs. Victoria was good as well. So, yeah. A very good pay-per-view. And next up, which is another shocker, Wrestlemania 20. Now, I have this out because there is no match listing on the back cover, so yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is a pretty overrated WrestleMania. Now, don't get me wrong, this match was excellent. It was cool at the time as seeing Chris Benoit winning the title, but yeah, what transpired later on really hurts this moment and match. Well, more so the moment, not the match, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, if you look at this whole card, it really isn't anything special. I think people regard this WrestleMania as being one of the best because of Benoit, but yeah, let's just run through the card here. I'll start with the opening match. You had Big Show vs. John Cena, which was okay, I guess. John Cena won pretty quickly. Both tag team title matches were forgettable, I thought. Jericho vs. Christian was very good, very underrated as well. The handicap match, I didn't think was anything special, to be honest. It was just cool seeing Mick and Rock on the same team again. The Playboy evening gown match sucked. The Cruiserweight match was very good. Goldberg vs. Brock Lesnar was terrible. This match, I get why it happened, but it should not have happened. They knew ahead of time that both men were leaving, so why in the world did you have this match? Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing to watch because they really didn't care. They just wanted out of their contract, so yeah, why should us, the fans, care about this match? Which they didn't. They booed the entire time, which was the best part of the match. You had Victoria vs. Molly Holly, which was very good. Eddie vs. Kurt was, great as always. And Undertaker vs. Kane wasn't that great. And then you had the main event, which was awesome. So, yeah, kind of a mixed bag on the good and bad matches, but the show isn't bad, but like I said, I think it's a bit overrated. I don't consider it one of the best. I can see why some people love it, but to me, it's just pretty good. If I had to give a descriptive word for it. And first place we have No Way Out. Now you might be wondering, why is this number 1 on your list? Well, it's because of that man right there. Because because this is the pay-per-view, as some of you might know, where he won the WWE Championship, which I think is one of the greatest moments ever. I'm a big Eddie Guerrero fan, so yeah, it was amazing seeing Eddie win the big one. Yeah, it was a long time coming. But yeah, the rest of the card here is pretty solid as well. This triple threat match was very good. I enjoyed that a lot. Rhea vs. Java was good as always. Nadia vs. Jamie Noble, I didn't really care for. This tag team title match was very fun to watch. Mark Harley vs. Rhino, I didn't care for. EP and World's Greatest Tag Team wasn't that great. And the 6-man tag team match was actually pretty fun. So yeah, like I said, Eddie winning the title really makes this pay-per-view special, and in my opinion, it is the best pay-per-view of 2004. And that will do it for this WWE pay-per-view ranking. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what pay-per-view ranking video you want me to do next. As of now, the only years you can pick from for me to do a ranking video on are 2001, 2002, 2003, 2005, and 2007. So yeah, just pick from those years and I will do a video on it. So yeah, with all this being said, this has been the ASMR Fanatic signing